Good morning, grade 3. I welcome you to today's English lesson. As you know that we've been reading lesson 14, Era and Officer Mike. Today we're going to cover grammar that's associated with this lesson. So you will learn how to choose the correct form of verb that agrees with the pronoun in the sentence. Let's take it further and have a look. Please don't forget to pause this video or replay it for better understanding. Great, so let's have a look at some definitions that you should know. Let's start with what's a pronoun. Now basically pronouns are words that substitute a noun in a phrase or in a sentence. By substitute, I mean they replace. So for example, if there's a name of a girl, we can replace it with a pronoun she. If there's a name of a boy, Sam, for instance, we can replace the name Sam with he. Great, and the examples are right here in the bracket for you. Pause and read. The next thing I want you to know that you're already aware of verbs, which are action words, right? And by agreement, we mean that all parts of a sentence should agree with one another and should be grammatically correct. We're going to have a look at what this means in the upcoming slide. So, please open your books to page 202 in your reader's notebook, and let's have a look at the first half of this page that explains what is meant by pronoun-verb agreement. Let's have a closer view. Great, so verbs show actions in sentences, and when that action happens, verbs that tell about actions that are happening now are in the present tense. And the ones that tell us about the past are called past tense verbs, right? And the ones that have the will with it, they represent the future verb tense. Okay, let's read the second point. You add s or es to the verb when pronoun in the subject is he, she, or it. So if you have a subject that is he, she, or it, if those are your pronouns, you're going to add s or es to the verb in the sentence. Let's look at the third point. You do not add s or es to the verb when the pronoun in the subject is I, you, we, or they. And down below, we have some examples here. So let's look at the first sentence. She barks very loudly. If you have she, you're going to add that s. Okay, and let's look at the second sentence. They bark even more loudly. And that's when you do not add s or es. Now, I want you to think about this thinking question. Whenever you're solving this, try to think this way. Think to yourself, is this subject pronoun one person? Or does it refer to either me or to more than one person? So think about it, and that's how you're going to solve these exercises that we're going to solve on the next slide. Great, so let's have a look at the bottom half of page number 202 and start solving the exercise. Let's read the instructions together. Underline the present tense verb in parentheses that agrees with the subject pronoun, then write each sentence correctly. Let's read the first sentence. And the first thing I'll do is that I will try to figure out where is the subject pronoun, and then I'll follow the rules and decide if I should add s or es to my present tense verb or not. Let's read the first sentence together. You blank dogs of all different types. And in the parentheses, a bracket, we've got find and finds as the options. Now I know that if I've got you as the subject pronoun, I will not add s to the verb tense. Okay, so you, that's my subject pronoun, is the first thing you need to do. Recognize what the subject is and then decide. Even though this is a single pronoun, but I know that any pronoun that refers to me, words like I or you, I will not add s or es. So you find dogs of all different types. Great, let's go ahead. Number 2. He choose or chooses the ones that are the best. First things first, let's recognize what the subject pronoun is, and there is he. That's the subject pronoun here. He, and I know that I should add s or es. So he chooses the ones that are the best. Number 3. It seems that you know dogs well. Again, let's follow the rules. We know we're going to add s or es if we have it as the subject pronoun. So it is your subject pronoun. It seems that you know dogs well. Try sentence 4 and 5. You can pause this video and let's see if you got them right. Great, so I'm assuming that you paused. Let's figure it out. We feels that you should choose the dogs. We feel, right, that you should choose the dogs. And the last one was they, that's your subject pronoun, the one with the arrow. They want to pick out some dogs too. They, again, we're going to choose want. They want to pick out some dogs too. Great, well done, grade 3. Now do not forget to rewrite these sentences too, okay? It's time to wrap it up, grade 3. I want you to finish today's assigned work on page number 202. And do not forget to ask if you've got any questions. You can also try to create your own sentences using today's lesson where the subject pronoun agrees with the verb. And do not forget to share your sentences with us on e-discussions. Best of luck, grade 3.